Hello, everybody. It's Pearlo Wisdom here, and now we got everybody back. We got it back the way it's supposed to be. Now I can apparently change it to vertical or whatever. I figured out how to do. So we're back, and I'm Pearlo Wisdom, and you're coming here to listen to us crush bookies and give you NHL picks for days. Today I had a great day. I had 7 days. I made 7 units on the Carolina game. Took a little loss on the Pittsburgh game, but made 7 units on the Carolina game. Looks like I'm going to take a loss here in the Utah game. Fortunately, I did have the draw. If the Islanders win in overtime, I'm going to take a loss here, which is too bad after that great winning in the Carolina game. But I'm surprised, and I think I'm fading Utah. I got to find my phone. There we go. No, I'm not. Okay, can't find my phone. Okay, I'll send this link out to Exotic. Go ahead. Right now, so I can get him in here. We had a little delay because the volume wasn't working. We had some technical difficulties, so we restarted the stream. Okay. And exotic wagers. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. Sorry I did that to you and changed the stream. This looks much better. When Exotic comes in, we'll be in a much better spot as far as volume is concerned. Got it fixed. How you doing, Wyatt? BJ Rivera, thanks for coming in. There's Marlo Bros. Yeah, we didn't get the Ehlers shot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's been in the second line for a while. Actually, I prefer him on the second line if I'm going to take him. I prefer him on the second line. Where the heck did I put my phone? Oh, there it is. It's on the ground. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing great, Melinda. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Just waiting for Exotic Wagers to pop in here. He should pop in. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back at her again. There we go. Why do I like him better on the second line? Because he shoots more when he's playing with lesser competition. When Ehlers is playing with high competition, like not competition, I mean with lesser players. When he plays with super high skill players, he overthinks things. He's just not good at it. Ehlers is a guy that has to simplify his game, get the puck, drive to the net, and shoot. If he's not doing that, he doesn't. He's not as effective. And when he plays with, oh my God, Islanders just about freaking won in regulation. That would hurt. Come on. Man, oh man, I gotta give it to this Islanders team here. Like this is a really bad spot. They should not be winning this game. And they're not trying for the draw here. They're going for the freaking in regulation right now.
Yeah, how much is left? 50 seconds.
That's got to be on regular TV playing for the draw, and they're like, "Nah, no draw for you."
no draw for you.
No draw for you.
That's hilarious.
We're gonna play, and now they got Colorado after this. I'll tell you, before the season started, I don't like the Islanders roster, but I would say I love Patrick Waugh. I really do. And a lot of people have been poo-pooing on him, and I just love him. And I'll tell you, if this team keeps on going like this and they make the playoffs, Patrick Waugh for Coach of the Year. Might as well bet that right now. Patrick Waugh for the Adams.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
He's doing.
But yeah, like you were saying about Anaheim, man, I totally get why you're saying it's a bad spot. I mean, then you got Minnesota's been off for like what, 3 days?
3 days. Exactly.
That's fucking nuts.
I think the first period, Anaheim should come balls out. They don't know how to do anything but.
Yeah.
So,
and you got Minnesota's 9-1 in the last 10 versus the Ducks.
Yeah, it's a different Ducks team. I don't worry about trends when you're looking at that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, this is
yeah.
So the depth of Anaheim could win them this game because Rossi got hurt. So now you've got Eck going up to the top line. I don't even know who's going to be on the second line for them.
Let me see who they got slotted.
But you're right. They're going to have lots of energy. It's a question of what Minnesota wants to do with this game. I would lean towards like Anaheim. No, because
it's Cutter, Mason, McTavish, and Siki or Seneki.
No. I'm talking about Rossi for.
Oh, you're talking about
Minnesota.
Yeah.
So they're putting Ryan Hartman up on the top line. On this right now, boys and girls in the land. Hartman over shots. Screw the rest of the game. Hartman over shots. Right now. Yeah. If it's
Johannesson,
over 2.5,
Eck, and Boldy. That's line 2.
Eck and Boldy. So they're doing the. And they're putting Hartman on the top line with Kaprizov, take Hartman points, all of that, everything. But I mean, I don't want to take Minnesota at minus 135 here. I think a draw might be the play here.
And it's going to be
Anaheim's legs start to fall off.
Dostal and Gus, the Gus bus.
You're going to have Gus in today, and they're going to put the kid in against Vegas tomorrow. Because that's the other thing. Minnesota's got to play Vegas tomorrow. So they're going to have that in the back of their minds too. You know, like they got a big game the next day. That kind of makes me think that maybe Anaheim might be able to pull this one out, even in this terrible spot. So I'm just going to take the draw. I'm going to take that Hartman shot prop for sure. No doubt about it.
Yeah, I like the over, but it's 6.5. I mean, it's even money.
I don't like the over.
No,
I don't like. Because Anaheim's legs are going to fall off after a while. Dostal's too good. Gustafson's playing really well. The pace will probably slow down in the second, and then Minnesota will. I think Anaheim will be holding on for dear life in the third. That's what I think is going to happen.
I would hope for like a 4-2 going into the late third, and then you get an open netter at the 3-minute mark when they pull a goalie for being down 2. You know.
I don't see the over here myself. I would.
Yeah, it's just a slight lean. I'm not gonna play it. Maybe a flat 6,
but I think they both would be happy with the draw. They both would be happy with the draw. Anaheim's on their last legs. They just. They've lost 2 in a row, get 1 point, give it a shot in overtime and head home. And Minnesota has got Vegas the next night, so they pick up a point here. It's probably the toughest spot game on the board, I would say.
Maybe a Dostal saves might be a good look depending on what that number is. I mean, Minnesota hasn't put up 30 shots on goal since October 28th.
I know they don't shoot very much. That's the problem with that.
But when you look at, I know, like you said, it's a different Ducks team, and they're playing way better defense than they've ever had. But
it's a kind of live betting game.
Yeah.
If you see that Anaheim is coming out balls out and they're not running out of legs, like, I don't know. It's a good young team. You saw the flat spot with Detroit. Maybe that was just the flat spot. They get their that third wind or fourth win, and they freaking just give her in this game because they're going home after this. So if that's the case, you take Anaheim. Right now, I can only take Anaheim. I don't want to take Minnesota at minus 135. Just that it's priced to keep you away from it, and so it's hard to say. Like you said, Minnesota's on fresh legs, so it could win this too. It's a very difficult game to cap. Very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't be. If anything, I'm going to be on props. Like you said, I like Hartman being up there on the top line, at least for a point, or like you said, shots. They're definitely going to create some opportunities between the three of them being up there. So, let me see if there's any trends.
I forgot I could do this. There's a question here. What other things in life does Pearlo like to do besides making piles of money, betting volume, and NHL? Those are mostly restricted things there that I would have to say. No, there's not much. I like hanging out with my wife, which doesn't happen often in the winter, and she's just a gem, allowing me to do what I do. Because I watch a divorce-worthy amount of hockey, don't you know? So the fact that I'm not is pretty impressive. I like hanging out with her and doing stuff with her. I like going to restaurants a lot. Go to restaurants, hang out, doing that. Go to the gym now too. I've lost 25 pounds in just over a month. So that's what I like to do. What do you do, buddy? Besides that, what do you do outside of sports betting?
Me, I golf.
You golf. That's right.
Yeah, I golf. For a while there, me and my son were playing in a club, and we were playing every Saturday. But, yeah, I golf. I love to eat too. I'm a big foodie, and I like to cook. But most of the time, most of my time's consumed with work and sports betting. So everything else kind of falls to the wayside. Same thing with, like you were saying, with your wife. So
in the summer we travel. We like to travel. All right, we got lots of games to get to, so we better get to them. But thanks for the questions. Kaprizov and Boldy first goal. Polbody's Nerfic is really good at this shit, and that makes sense. I could see Minnesota coming out hot, but I think Anaheim's going to come out hot too. The difference is maybe Anaheim's coming out hot, but they're a little bit disheveled at the same time, like they're forcing themselves. Maybe we're talking into ourselves a Minnesota puck line first period here. Check me out tomorrow. I'll look at Minnesota stats first period, but context might be Minnesota first period or Minnesota to score the first goal. Holy shit. Islanders won.
I was just going to say.
What a win for the Islanders, man. You got to give them props.
Matthew Schaefer
was a hell of a coach. I mean, this team that was a really tough spot for them. That was a good thing I took the -1. I didn't take a loss on that, but I took a loss on the team total over. I think I had over for the game, but
my parlay lost on the one Schmaltz shot, and Schmaltz didn't have a point, but Schaefer got his 2 and everything else would have hit. But so I'm pretty much have an even day.
I still was green because of the Carolina game. Nothing was going to stop me with the Carolina game. So nothing was going to take away from that.
Looking at X shots, so Ek is covered over 3.5 shots.
Yeah, I like that. He's going to be
Anaheim,
on the top.
and he's covered it in 6 straight, and it's plus 125. So he's been hit more of the 3 line.
You know why that's at plus 125? Because Ek is going to have to deal with Carson and McTavish tomorrow. That's going to be a really tough for him. I don't know if I lay down on it a little bit. I could see it though, because if we're right and Anaheim runs out of legs later and it's tight, Ek will get over for sure. Ek will get over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like the Hartman over Shots. That's my favorite.
Oh, Carlson's gonna play on the one line, so Eck will be against Cutter and McTavish. He will be playing against McTavish, but he's also gonna be with Cutter.
He'll be up against Carlson sometimes. I mean,
Sure.
They do have the better matchup to get, but that's shutting down Carlson's going to be a lot to do tomorrow. I don't care if he's got low legs or not. That guy is a beast. That guy
X is one of those guys where he gets shots like 50% in 5-on-5 and then 50% on power plays, because a lot of the times they got him net front right there, and he gets any little rebound that comes in.
Pull buddies nerf it. There you go. Wild has scored the first goal in their last 7 consecutive games. So boom, we're taking that. Minnesota first goal. Thank you, buddy. Awesome. I'll take that because that's a perfect spot for them to score first goal. They're going to come out. Are they going to come out screaming though? I think they will. It's like, do you really want to go back and forth with Anaheim? I don't know. Do you want to go back and forth with that team in the first period, or do you want to wear them out in the first period? You want to, you know what I mean? Like,
like you want to take Wild, but on the other hand, like the Ducks are going to be their best in the first period, because
the Ducks are going to be their best in the first period. Yeah. We'll see. Like I said, it's a good live betting. It's a good live betting game. Maybe Anaheim will come out and they'll try to take the barrage, and they'll just try to play hard on the stick and don't allow anything, and you'll get an under first period.
Yeah, I do like that first goal though.
Yeah, I still take it because of the trend. It's a good bet. So let's go on to the next game, because this one, you could talk about this one forever. Like I think this is the toughest one on the card. Next game, we got 13 to get to too.
So there's that many games, but they don't start until
6. I know, all at one time.
That's crazy. You would think we'd at least get one early game. Is usually what we get.
I think the Panthers one starts at 5, which we're going to talk about right now.
Yep. Yeah, so, I do see that.
I said it when they beat Washington. I'm rolling with the Panthers. Here. That was an impressive win against Washington. I like the way Tampa's playing right now too, though. It's going to be a tough one. What's the price on the Panthers here?
So according to covers, you got -140.
Shit, -135, man.
And +115 with Tampa.
Draw again.
Yeah, I was gonna say draw.
You're definitely betting the draw. There's no doubt about that. Like I said, I'm going to be looking deeper in this tomorrow, where I look at every little thing that's going on with these two teams.
The over is only 5.5.
Now, Florida this is a revenge spot for Tampa Bay, though, because Florida knocked him out in the first round, right?
Yeah, the over's 5.5. The overs went 5 of the last 6.
I like the over. Yeah, let's just play the over.
I almost feel like why wouldn't it be a flat 6? I mean, it's -125, so it's going to end up at 6 by tomorrow. But you would think it'd open at 6, just given the history, even like recent form. Like Bogus are averaging 3.
All the public see is Bobrovsky versus Vasilevsky under.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, and Vasilevsky was ass cheeks last game. I think he let up 3 in the first period or something like that.
Yeah. So you think he has a bounce back game?
Yeah, he got yanked too, right? Didn't he get yanked?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he got yanked. Yeah.
He only played 2 periods.
Yeah, and actually, it was the other Russian Tarasov the last game, and Bobrovsky got lit up, didn't he? No, he didn't. No, they won the last game on the road there. They came back. one first game, and like Andrew McGinnis likes to say, if you don't, usually when a team comes back off a road trip like that, if they win the first one, they lose the second. So I think I'll just stick with the over. I don't think this is going to be. I think Tampa Bay is going to want to set the pace here. They're going to want to challenge Florida because Florida's not the fastest team right now. I think I'll take the over. I think I'll take the over.
Yeah, that's the only thing I see in that game is the over. I mean, I can't take Florida at -140. Yeah, they've been playing good, but on the other hand, you got Tampa Bay that was playing good and just got their ass handed to them. So Vasilevsky's gonna, like, I remember 2 seasons ago, and even the numbers probably are still on his side, but it was very rare where you see Vasilevsky lose 2 games in a row. Like, he might lose 2 out of 3, but he was like 80 plus 85% to not lose back-to-back games. And he's been declining in the last year or two, but after a 7-3 loss and letting up 3 or 4 goals in the first period, like, he's definitely gonna in a bounce back spot, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's in a
I just don't see enough
The whole
value at
team
plus
is in a bounce
115.
back spot there, and they're going to be up for this game. It's
Is
a revenge spot for Tampa. So you know what? I flipped. I think I'm taking Tampa. You're getting plus
is
money on Tampa. You might as well take it.
is anybody coming back from those injuries? Like, Sorelli was out, right? Who else was out?
That's a good question.
We should see
right.
who's coming back.
Injuries.
They had plenty of injuries.
I don't know
So
if
right now you got,
here,
listen to this: Sorelli, Hagel, Hedman, all day to day. Holmberg, they're all
Hagel's
day-to-day.
out too.
It says day to day. So estimated
I got
return.
Sorelli in on.
Yeah, it
I
says
got
that he's
Sorelli in
slated
on
to.
Puckpedia.
Yeah, it shows he's both him and Hagel show that they're coming back to tomorrow, but they're still listed as day to day. It's probably going to be up until a couple hours before game time, but all of them say estimated return is tomorrow. Even Holmberg.
Where was that on?
RotoWire.
Oh, RotoWire? Okay.
Yeah. Let me look.
All right, let me see what we got. Let me see what we got on Daily Faceoff because Puckpedia is ass. I mean, it just I miss Cap Friendly. That was such a good. Puckpedia is behind on everything all the time. I don't.
RotoWire used to be really good at saying the last few years. It's like,
ooh, they might get Nick Paul back tomorrow too. Did you say that already? They might get Nick Paul back. Oh, you froze. Go back in and come back out again. Go out and come back in again. Oh, there you are. Oh, it looked like you froze.
The whole screen went black.
Yeah. If Paul and Hagel and so we're gonna have to wait for tomorrow. Then I'm slamming Tampa Bay. I'm slamming Tampa Bay if they're in. And they're probably coming back tomorrow.
The last report on RotoWire for Nick Paul says Paul is slightly more than a day-to-day, according to head coach John Cooper, and this was on Tuesday. So ahead of day-to-day would mean that he could be starting. It says estimated return is 10-18, which puts that's like another 4 days out. But I mean, if you got other starters that are starting day-to-day tomorrow, he could start day-to-day if he says he's a step ahead of it.
We'll see, because it could have been that like Sorelli thing wasn't all that bad, but they want this game. Tampa wants to beat Florida here in this game. So I like Tampa no matter. I like Tampa no matter.
I like the over.
Kind of like.
Let me see if there's any.
If you're going to take Tampa, you might as well take the team total over too. If you can get a good decent, you could probably get a good price on it. You can probably get a 3 at BetMGM for a decent price. Tampa's doesn't usually wins. When they win, they go team total over.
So Vasilevsky versus Florida in his last 10 is 3-7 with a 2.95 goals allowed and a 0.890 save percentage. So not great, but not bad. And then we got Bobby on the other side. Let me see. And then Bobby, on the other hand, is 7-3 versus Tampa with a 2.51 goals allowed and a 0.904 save percentage. So they're pretty, I mean, save wise and percentage and goals allowed, they're pretty close, but Bobby's had the best of them in the last 10, 7-3 versus 3-7. So, but yeah, I can't take Florida at that price. I'll just take the over and look at some props.
Yeah, for props, if Hegel's back, he's good for over shots. Rodriguez, great for point prop and stuff like that. He's playing higher in the lineup right now. Shot prop.
No real trends versus on shots.
Yeah. The shots could be difficult there. Like, I don't like to take Tampa shots too much because they're a low volume shot team.
Yeah. Man, I remember at one season, point was like over 2.5 every game. That was like one of those how like you like the everyday bet or every time he plays bet type thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Marchand and Gensel for a point. Parlay those two together, you should get plus money or right at even money. They're both minus 175.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind parlaying that top line.
Oh yeah,
I do that all the time.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Kind of point like a point stack.
Yeah, on the road, it's not a bad idea to parlay second line because they get the better matchups. So, like Hagel, if Sorelli's in.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't really bet any props until tomorrow to find out what the damn lineups are going to be.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to the next one. We're both on the same
wavelength
on that. I'm just sending this out again. Okay. There we go. All right, so next game. Big card. We got lots of people in here. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Watching the fine programming here. Detroit Buffalo, Detroit slam. How is this anything other than a slam? Coming back off a Colorado game, they're coming back from altitude, time change. Like Anaheim couldn't do anything in this spot. What's Buffalo going to do?
It's also a revenge game for Detroit because they lost to Buffalo back on October 22nd, 4-2 in Buffalo.
You're only getting minus 170. Take it in regulation right now. Minus 115 in regulation.
Yeah, we're probably looking at
the only problem is Detroit has a game the next day against who is it again? They got a game the next day. That's about the only thing I can see as an issue with this game is they have a game the next day.
It's UPL and Gibson are slated. Yeah, DeBrincat for sure is definitely an auto bet. I love DeBrincat.
He's going to be on the top line. You bet him over shots for sure. Yeah. And goal or whatever. Yeah.
Kane didn't have all but I think one last game. He came back in his first two games, and
he doesn't usually shoot. Like the only reason why he shot last time, he had shots over is because he just came back from injury, and then after that he'll pass more often than he shoots. I don't like to take it. It all depends on what kind of mood he's in. It's just weird. Just seeing every time I go over to Daily Faceoff, my stream goes all shitty for some reason. I don't know why. Buffalo did win. Yeah, they won the last one. It looks like it's been pretty heavy. I could see the over here. I could see Buffalo maybe potting one or two. But like I said, just trying to see here, they have the Rangers next. That's the bad thing. They have the Rangers next. So they could get up, and I would take lower line guys. I would take some lower line guys. They probably think they can beat Buffalo without taxing their top line when they got the Rangers the next day. So, like Casper, maybe that
Cedar,
Danielson kid. Cider. Maybe that Danielson kid will get his first one if he's still in the lineup. That feels like a time for Danielson to get his first goal right there. I like that. That'll be plus money. First NHL goal against the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, I like his shots. He doesn't have very good history versus Buffalo, but like Poverty's Nerfic said, he's cashed in 11 of his last 12 games.
Who's that?
DeBrincat.
Who shots? DeBrincat.
DeBrincat? Yeah.
Yeah, when he's on the top line, he shoots like a mother when he's on the top line. You put him in the bottom line, he still does it, but he's up there, he's feeling it. They're going to load up that top line. You could take Finney hasn't had one in a while. It's a good time for him to get one.
I'm just looking at Finney right now. His point is plus 143. He's playing on line 2 with Patrick Kane, and he's playing on line 1 power play. Plus 143. Yeah. I don't think that's not a line for him to be playing on power play 1.
JT Compher has a way of potting things too when he gets put up on the second line. It looks like McClellan is just mixing up his lines and trying to get scoring from all three lines. Casper hasn't been doing very well. He's only got 3 goals in 17 games and 3 points.
And
so
Finney's playing.
Sorry,
I was gonna say Finney's playing in the defensive position, so he should be outside circle, being a shooter along with, and I think that's why Cider gets a lot of shots too. But you also got Danielson playing on the power play with Larkin and Raymond, or at least that's who's slated right now.
Yeah, I like Danielson to pot one tomorrow. You probably can't get any other props but that. But yeah, I like that one. I like that play for tomorrow. The only way that Detroit doesn't is if they look ahead to the Rangers and let down against Buffalo. But I don't see it because, like you said, it's a revenge spot. Yeah, I know. He doesn't have an assist. He's not having a good year so far, Casper. So.
Yeah, I really like. So, I mean, I know you're. So, line 2 for Buffalo is Rosen.
I like Rosen. I made money on him last time. Yeah, absolutely.
Rosen, Osland, and Quinn. So he's playing against Cider, Kane, and whoever was playing the center position on line 2. Yeah. But I like Emmett Finney. I think Emmett Finney's got a good chance for at least even a point. I'm sure his goal's going to be way up there if his point's 143.
Well, Buffalo's got what, McLeod, and who's their second line center they're playing? That's old. That's that old
Oldland. Yeah, Oldland. Yeah, exactly.
Olden kid. So
Oldland.
I would take a shot tomorrow because you can get it for a really good price. And I think he just scored and he's very streaky, but when he gets going, he's not bad. JT Compher for a goal tomorrow, I think would be a good one because they don't have much to match up with them up the middle there. McLeod will be busy with Larkin and stuff like that, and I could see JT Compher scooping one up tomorrow. That second line maybe parlay a little bit if you really want to get some plus money going. Kane for an assist, Compher for a goal, something like that. Danielson for a goal. Down the lineup, guys. I wouldn't take
Comper is
Snyder's.
450. Comper is 450, and Finney is plus 380.
Finney is plus 380. Put a little bit on both of those. Yeah, it's a good game to kind of spread out the look at what McClellan's doing. He's trying to spread out his lineup. So why would he be spreading out his lineup? Because he's trying to get scoring from his bottom lines. So he's going to give him a chance to score tomorrow, and he's going to save his top line. That's why he's doing that. So I'd stay away a little bit from the top line. They'll still probably get theirs, but I'd go down the lower lines. And for defensemen, I love that guy. The guy that plays besides Sutter, the Swede. Edvinsson. He's had 3 goals in 17 games. I think you can get him at plus 1,200 or 1,300. You might be able to, or this would be a good spot for Pelika to drop one too. Sandin Pelika.
Yeah. Last time UPL played Detroit, he gave up 7 goals.
God, there you go. Okay. So yeah,
and he's one and 4 in his last 5.
I go a little bit on the team total over. I prefer Detroit first period. I think they're going to want to put this away right away if they can. I think they 2 goals in the first period even wouldn't be too bad. Over 1.5 team total first period, but I think it could slow down in the third. So that's what I'd be looking at there. Probably other things. Detroit first goal, first period, stuff like that. It's just a really bad spot for Buffalo.
Yeah. I'm looking to see. I didn't expect that, but Buffalo's got the best penalty kill percentage.
Yeah. They're also a really good shot suppression team, and were last year as well. It's a little odd that way, but
and Vancouver's the worst.
Not that it matters, but I'm going to say, and guess what? They're going home after this to play Edmonton. Although this is a division rival, so they're probably they should be more interested in this game. But that's going to be, 2 days from now. They're going home after this anyways.
Yeah,
the only thing I don't like about this is Buffalo didn't win a game on the road trip so far. So usually it wasn't that big of a road trip, but they'll probably drain whatever they got in there. That's the only thing I don't like about this. Buffalo will probably drain the tank here with whatever they got. So I don't think this is going to be super easy for Detroit. Over 1.5 first period is probably a really good look. Buffalo might even pot one in the first period and then slowly fade off as the game goes on.
Yeah, I could see that. So,
Lyon against his former team. So Lyon over saves.
Yeah,
that would
I
be
could see that.
One. Lyon over saves would be a very good pickup.
On RotoWire, it shows UPL versus Gibson, and then if you look on Goalie Post, it says UPL versus Talbot. So we'll see.
I think it's going to be Talbot. It's going to be Talbot. They're going to play Gibson against the Rangers, aren't they?
Yeah, you would think.
Except that Talbot used to be a Ranger too, but Talbot's used to been half the league. So I don't know if that matters to him. All right.
It's true.
Interesting game. I kind of like the over. No, I don't. I don't like the over because I got the Rangers the next game, stuff like that. Might still make the over anyways, because if Buffalo does score right away, then Detroit has no choice but to start coming back. And they're going to have to play a harder game than they want to because they have the Rangers tomorrow. So If Buffalo
Yeah.
scores right away, then I would definitely like the over. So I might put a little bit of over on the over too. Neither one of these teams have the greatest defense in the world.
And you still have Darlene out, right? Too. Darlene
Darlene's
is still
out.
out.
Oh yeah, they have terrible injury problems, and that's the reason why I just can't take Buffalo, no matter how much I try to talk myself into it. So
Yeah. Maybe
all
you
right,
take Tage shots. I know he's been kind of spotty,
yeah,
but with the injuries, he's gonna have to do something. And he was called out the other day. Top line
yeah.
didn't do
How many
shit.
shots is how many? How much is Buffalo gonna have left in the spot? That's the thing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I still
All
like
right,
Finney.
yeah. Finney, there's a couple more props. I'll probably have more props tomorrow, but I kind of like that Edvinson guy to score tomorrow for some reason. That's just a gut. All right, what do we got next? Montreal, Boston. I think Montreal wins tomorrow. Minus 162, of course. Don't like the number. You want to take Boston, but they just broke their winning streak against, who was it? Ottawa, right?
Man, that was a back and forth game. I remember that because
Oh, yeah, they take the over here for sure.
who did I bet? I probably bet on Boston, I think, in that game.
You can get a
I
6.
just
It's probably going to be a 6.5 by morning. I should probably put that in right now.
Yep. I was on. Let's see.
I'm sorry, Montreal's not shutting anybody down unless Boston is like just absolutely does no guts left. The Boston's not going to give up in this game. They're not, they're like straight over team. Pretty much. Their defense is good, but their forwards are not good at playing defense. Like their bottom lines are just ass at doing that. So it's a perfect spot for Montreal. Swayman, and I don't know who they're going to go with. Both goaltenders are ass right now for Montreal. That's the big thing. I don't know if I want to take this in regulation because Boston, if both of those goaltenders aren't scoring, like Boston might get 15, get 20 shots, 20 some shots, and 3 or 4 of those can be in. So I guess you got to go to the draw. Both of these teams have been going to the draw, you got to go to the draw here. Absolutely, no doubt about it. You got to go to the draw.
Yeah.
It's tough to take Montreal at this price, though. Minus 160.
Yeah. I'm leaning at just the price. I'm leaning Buffalo. I mean, what worries me is that 07 loss, that complete blank, didn't even put up a goal. They only had 19 shot attempts versus Dallas. I mean, they got completely blank. So they're going to be maybe take Montreal to score the first goal and Boston to win. I could see Montreal wanting to come out hot, but then things kind of normalizing in Boston. Boston usually starts off pretty hot, though, right? I'm pretty sure they're a good first period goal scoring team.
Well,
I don't think they're
both teams to score first period and over first period is for sure.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Geeky and Pasternak goals. Nobody perfect said that's. Yeah, Geeky has been just fucking.
Arvidsson overshots. Arvidsson for a goal. He's been playing out of his head. He's been playing like he's 25 again. But I just think this is a kill spot for Montreal. And that thing I wish I'll look it up here.
Both
Boston
of them
was
have
just on a really long winning streak and they lost. And it's all I don't like betting on teams to bounce back after really long winning streaks. It usually affects. Now a team like Boston, maybe not because they got a really solid, strong, like they're the Bruins, man. And not only that, I mean, this is a rivalry game. So I have been off of Montreal against playoff teams and on them, like teams that made the playoffs last year, and on them against teams that didn't. I've been doing that all year, and it's been really good for me. They're 1-4-1 against teams that made the playoffs last year, and their only win was Ottawa. And Ottawa without Brady Tkachuk. And the reason why I was on that is because the good teams have a book on them this year. They're not surprising anybody. And Montreal, I hate to tell you, isn't as good as people think they are. They're good. They're a good young team, but they've got a lot of learning to do yet. There's a lot of aspects of their game that they can't just go out and out-energy teams all year this year. They're going to have to learn how to grind it out, and I don't see it. I just don't see this being a team that's learned how to do that yet. Suzuki, yeah, I like the Bulldog move. You know, Slavkovsky's learning a little bit, but there's a lot of guys here that haven't learned what it means to win in the NHL yet. They haven't had to do it tough.
Yeah, I do agree. They're going to probably come out, maybe like we said, first goal Montreal, and then there's also some books have the line where it's, you know, comeback win. Maybe you just take Boston for a comeback win.
Bet it live.
Yeah, you can do that too.
But my biggest bets are going to be on the total no matter what. So the sides are like whatever, draw a little bit bets. Those are nice when they hit. But
I'm probably going to take Pavel Zacha shots again. He's covered 4 of the last 5. He's also covered, I believe, 8 of the last 10.
Yeah, good spot for him on the second line. I like Arvidsson. I like that line to do something. Arvidsson, Zacha, and who's on the left now? Because it's not middle stat.
It is.
It is. Alex Steves. That's right.
Steves,
I took him when he played Toronto for a goal at plus 550 because he's next Leaf, and he played. And they didn't give him much of a shot, so I liked him. But honestly, I think in the end here, at the end of the day, I think Montreal wins this game. I really do. I just don't know how to bet it. Team total over, probably. They got the matchup, you know, they got the matchup against that second line, and it's a good second line, but I mean, when you're going against Suzuki and them, Arvidsson and Zacha, you know, they got a good shutdown line for the Geeky Kuznetsov Pasternak line with Bulldog, Gallagher, and is it Evans? You know, they can take care of them to a certain extent. They probably won't stop them altogether, but they're pretty good. It's that second line and then you got the second line, Tanner, Minton, and Kostelic. Man, they're playing with a lot of balls, but I mean, they can be exposed to speed real bad.
So it's going to be Montrebowl. He's already confirmed.
Oh shoot! Yeah, over everything. Team total over Boston. Team total over Montreal.
And Swayman's projected. Yeah. It's hard to bet Montreal, like you said. Montreal's going to be the favorite, so their team total is going to be 3.5.
Take Montreal puck line first period probably, and just live bet it after that. It's probably what you do. Puck line first period to be about plus 135, something like that.
I like that what you said about them both scoring in the first period.
And I'm going to do both. I'm going to take team total over. I'm going to take first period over. I might even take first period over 2. I might even go that far. I think that first period is going to be a freaking humdinger.
So I like Boston team total. It's only minus 130 over 2.5.
Yeah, I don't mind that. They have been playing a lot of hockey, though. That's the only thing. Like,
Yeah.
I think that, and they lost their last game. I can't take Boston here. I can't. I just can't. It's just too many betting angles that go against them. If they win, that's great. They go against the betting angle, and there's really not much I can do about that. But I'm just
Yeah, I
going to
like
see.
the team total. That's
Well,
probably my
Boston's
favorite
only
play in
played one
this.
more game than Montreal. Montreal's played a shit ton of games on the road. Oh, sorry, they played 2 more games in Montreal.
They've scored 7, scored 3 or more in 7 of the last 10 games versus Montreal.
Yeah, like I said, over for sure. And I don't mind that team total over, just like I did for the Canucks today.
Yeah, especially with Montrable in net. They're going to let up at least 3. And then Brady Nerfic said Boston power play points. Boston has scored at least 1 power play goal in 6 of the last 8 games. So, and I don't know. Let's see what Montreal's PK looks like. Where are they at? Montreal. They're right in the middle of the pack, 17. So
Now, I'm trying to think on the opposite here. Like, what would put this under? What would put this under is if Boston just Swayman goes off. If
yeah, let me see what Swayman's.
Montembeau in net, there's no way this isn't under. There's no way. I just can't see it. There's no way. No. And I have a hard time betting Montreal with Montembeau in net. I mean, Boston could get like 3 goals on the first 9 shots the way he's been playing. So
Swayman's 8-1 versus Montreal.
Swayman's 8-1. There you go. Yeah. So
with the one being the very last game they played.
Very last game they played.
Yeah.
I think I'll just go draw and bet the totals. I just don't like Montreal at that price. They're in a great spot to win, but
yeah. I don't trust either team, but I trust Boston to get 3. I think that's the only thing. That I like Zaka. I could see geeky goal like Po Buddies Nerfic. I can't.
Yeah.
Tongue twister for me. What about Caulfield? He was on that great run where he was scoring every damn overtime goal, and then
Caulfield would be good today. Caulfield would be pretty good there because Lindholm, McAvoy for an assist for sure. That's guaranteed. Take McAvoy for an assist. You're getting a good price on that. He's the only guy on the defenseman on that team that really has produced as much offense. So.
Noah Dobson shots.
Caulfield can expose like guys like Peak and guys like that down there when puck possession and stuff like that. So I could see him. Feels like overtime and Caulfield scores in overtime or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like
4-3 tomorrow too. I like it. I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like the -160. That just.
No, I don't like that.
Especially with Montrable, I could see if it was Dobish, because Dobish has been asked the last game or 2, but prior to that, he was undefeated, right? Like he was like 3-0 or something at home or something like that.
Yeah, this is the way I see it. It's either Montreal is going to smash or Boston's barely going to win. That's what I think.
Yeah,
it's one of those two. And
if they barely gonna win, it's gonna be like a low scoring.
Montreal could
3-2, 4-2 game,
but Boston's not the one that's going to smash in this spot.
Yeah,
unless Montembeau completely drops the ball. Montembeau. All right, let's go to the next game because my gosh, we've been already on for a while. We got lots of games to get to. So.
And we restarted.
Well, that's what we do here at Pearls of Wisdom Industries, right? That's what it's all about. In-depth analysis. the Ice guys think they have in-depth analysis. They do. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, they do for sure.
We're off the wall. Ottawa, LA. I think Ottawa keeps it rolling here. I know LA has been really good on the road, but call this a gut. Big win over Toronto, kind of a letdown spot. I think don't they have Montreal right after this? LA, or did they? No, they beat Montreal already. I think this is the flat spot for LA. I think this is the flat spot for LA. Ottawa's been grinding it out. They've been, you don't like, if you watch them play, you think, oh, they haven't been that great, but their record says that they've been doing just fine.
5 of the last 7, 5 of the last 7 games, the OT.
Yeah,
they've definitely been grinding them out.
It's definitely a draw. Definitely a draw. No doubt about that. Don't even need to talk about that now with Ottawa or the league. I got a weird feeling about Ottawa here. I like the way they're rolling. I will take Ottawa first period puck line. They have 4 in a row now. They puck line 4 games in a row right now.
Yeah, I really don't like. I say sometimes lines are fishy, but I mean, you would think you got Ottawa at home. You have LA, which is 8-1-2 on the road. And it's almost a pick 'em. And you would think, well, I guess I wouldn't put LA as a favorite on the road, but it just, you would think it.
When's the last time LA put in their backup? I'm just going to look at their injury report.
On goalie post, it's probable is Forsberg and Ullmark.
There you go. Forsberg against his old team. I don't care if he's against his old team. Forsberg sucks. This is Ottawa spot all day. Team total over. That's why. That's why the price is that, because Forsberg's going to be in. Forsberg, I don't care if he's against his old team. He's not very good. Just fade LA when Forsberg is in, is the way I see it. I could be wrong, but
I mean, LA's 6-2-2 in their last 10. It's kind of like that same feeling we had yesterday with Pitt. It's like everything just points to me, anyways, to LA, but Ottawa's favored, and maybe they're home, maybe because of the goalie behind, facing his old team. But for me, it's LA or nobody. I just don't trust Ottawa.
I don't mind Ottawa right now. I think they're playing really well. So I'll tell you one thing: if you can get them for a point, they haven't been able to give it to you yet. At War Shots, take Spence over Shots and for a point. He's on a point a game run right now. Take him for a goal, anyways. You're getting a really good price for it. LA's next game is against Washington, and then San Jose. It just feels like that middle of the road trip dead spot to me. Just beat Toronto, huge win. Everybody loves beating Toronto, and now you're going to play Ottawa.
Yeah, and even saying you beat Toronto. I mean, they didn't have. That was a no Matthews game, right? He got hurt the game before that.
Toronto. That's why Toronto has such a hard time at home, because everybody wants to beat Toronto. Everybody loves beating Toronto. Yeah, Toronto is the team, the center of the universe. Everybody loves. But usually they have a lot of Canadian kids. Even if you're not from Toronto, Toronto's like that iconic franchise and everything. And if you live around there, you're probably getting tickets for your family to come see you, because most of them live somewhere around there. It's a big game. It's a big game. So I just feel like if this is a dead spot for LA. What does Ottawa got next? They don't play. This is the last game of the homestand for them. That would be the only reason why I would look towards Ottawa, is because they have had a really good homestand.
Wow, they get 4 days off before they go play Anaheim.
Yeah, that's kind of a look ahead spot too, because what are they going to do for that 4 days? They're going to get a break after this. So
Yeah.
either one of two things. Either they're going to be looking ahead to what they're going to do on the break, or I think I'm going to trust Green that he can convince them that, hey, we can go
Leave it
balls
all
out
out.
today. We can go balls out today. We're going balls out. We got 3 days off, or they're heading to LA after this too, aren't they? Anaheim, San Jose, LA. So
Yeah.
they're leaving early to go hang out at Anaheim. Oh shit, they got 1 foot out the door.
They're going to Disneyland.
They go going to Disneyland.
But you know,
I don't care
they're playing
about
them in 3 games.
in this
They're playing
game.
in 3 games. Ottawa's gonna want to win the game at home, right? They're gonna play because they're like you said, they're going
Anaheim,
San Jose, and then they're going to LA.
Yeah.
So you would,
you got to trust. When I look at this, I got to trust the coach. I got to trust the coach that he's going to keep them focused for this game. LA's, first of all, I'm taking the draw. Second of all, with Forsberg and net, I'm probably taking the over. If it's at 5.5, that's probably the play here. Over. The over.
Yeah. Yeah, then you got Allmark in for so I mean
Allmark's
I
playing
guess
well now. He's no longer not good. So
yeah.
I like Ottawa. Minus 120 at a short price. I'm just going to trust Green that he has them focused and they're looking ahead here. He has been very good at that. He's turned this team into a team that what was that coach they had before? He's now the coach of the LA's defense. That's right. He coaches LA's defense, and their defense has been shit ever since. And Spence is going to score goals. This is against LA. This is the day. Take Spence for a goal. Take it.
Mikey said his point is plus 160. That's great value for just a point.
I don't know how much they like Spence in that room, but if they love Spence in that room, they're going to want to win it for him here. I'm taking Ottawa. I already talked myself into it. I like Ottawa. Dead spot for LA. Don't really care. Let down spot. I know they're on a run. I don't trust that Hiller as a coach. I think they're winning on the road because they have a lot of forward depth and nothing to do with him. Nothing. So I'm going to take Ottawa.
Yeah, as for me, I like the over at 5.5.
I do like the over, yeah. If we're right and Ottawa's going to drain it because they're going to go after this, that means they're going to play fast, right? So
yeah,
should be an over 5.5 should be a good play. And don't forget Ottawa puck line, 4 in a row. Ottawa first period puck line. Probably maybe even the over first period. I think they catch LA on their heels here. I do.
Let's see props.
Stützle's on a roll right now. I think he's probably going to change the lines because what's his name has not been good on that top line. I have a feeling we're going to see line changes here.
Let me
because
see.
You're going to want to have as deep a team as possible against this LA for forwards. Perron is still up there as of right now. I guess he likes the way the lines are set up. I go back to Pinto again, of course. Cousins kind of got on a bit of a roll. He was cold. He got a couple points the last game. He wouldn't be a bad look.
Yeah. Michael Amadio, too. He's been.
On LA side, Byfield's been shooting a lot, scoring. He's got a couple. He's been looking really good.
So, Pinto. When was this? I got an alert saying that he signed a 4-year extension yesterday for $7.5 million.
Yeah. Yeah. He scored a goal after the extension, so that
Oh,
extension
after.
boost, that extension boost is over.
Yeah, Fiala, I could see him. He's been on a tear.
I'll take Ottawa team total over. They've been getting their offense going. Forsberg sucks. I don't care if it's his old team. I don't care. Doesn't matter. He's not good. And I can't take LA with Forsberg in that, no matter what. If they win, they win. I can't do it. -120, I think you're getting a cheap price and in Ottawa with a little better spot, as long as they're not looking ahead to the fun in the sun in Anaheim. And I think Green will keep them focused. I'll bet on that over Hiller to do whatever the fuck he's going to do. That's for sure.
Yeah, Clyde's been shooting. Trevor Moore over 1.5. He's covered in 6 straight versus Ottawa, averaging about 5.7 attempts to get 2. I like that. -130.
He gets a lot of shots blocked all the time.
Last game, I don't know who he was playing, but I took a ladder on him. I took 2, 3, 4. He scored 2 right away. He had 3, got stat checked down to 2, and ended up with 2. But he must have had like 6 or I can look at it right here. Let's see how many attempts. Oh, they actually gave him 3. He ended on 3, but he had 4 attempts.
All right, let's move to the next game. We got to get going. Okay.
Yep.
All right. New Jersey, Washington, draw. You got to take Washington.
They just played, right?
Hughes is hurt. So who won the last one? This is also a revenge game, isn't it?
Oh no, I'm thinking of Washington Hurricanes. Washington Carolina game. Yeah, Hughes is hurt.
Washington just lost to Panthers. They should be pissed too. I'm flimsy on this Washington team this year. I'm looking to fade them more than buy. But I think the only thing here is the New Jersey spot is, playing for your captain. That's the only thing here. You're playing for your captain. You're probably getting a good price on them with Hughes out.
Yeah, 4 overtimes coming straight in too.
+124. Yeah, I like the draw for sure. Love the draw.
Yeah.
+124. What you're doing is you're taking what's his name over shots. Heischer over shots. He's going to be on the top line. Just smack his over shots. I might take that and forget about the rest of the game. I would lean to the under here. If Lindgren is in net for Washington, and that is like entirely possible, they haven't played him in quite a while. Okay. I will take New Jersey. I don't even care if Hughes is out. I don't even care.
So who's going to be on the top line?
Sure.
You said?
Unless they're putting they're doing what Minnesota did and putting.
So right now they have Cody Glass slated in there on daily faceoff, but he got hurt and left in the Chicago game. So I don't even know if he's gonna play, but he's slated in there right now.
Day to day in there? Is he day to day in there? If they're both hurt, I don't think you can take New Jersey. I don't think you can.
Yeah, he's day to day. He's day to day, and it shows that his estimated return is tomorrow.
So he's like real day to day.
Yeah. So yeah, you got Grizzly. Oh, Grizzly over shots.
Grizzly over shots. Yeah. The only thing, Washington is a good shot suppression team.
Oh yeah, you're right.
If Washington just says we're winning this game, they're winning this game. It's just I'm really thinking. I said it before when they were playing St. Louis. I said that they were a really depressed team, and I was right, but they did beat St. Louis because look at what they've done after that. I mean, they're just in important games. I'm not liking Washington, but with all these injuries, I don't think you have much of a choice.
Yeah.
What I want to see is who Washington has next and when's the last time they played Lindgren. If they're putting Lindgren in and Jersey's putting Allen in, I'll take a shot with New Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't take Grizzly over shots. It's minus 170. That's
I don't see
especially
a
against
spot.
Washington.
When's the last time they played Lindgren? They got their ass kicked by someone. Was it
So
one in Carolina? There one. I think it was Pittsburgh. That was the last time. One. So they played 1, 2, 3.
yeah, it was Pittsburgh on November 6th.
You know who they're going to probably play him against is LA. I don't think they're going to play him against a division rival. I hope so, though. I sure hope so. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I'll take New Jersey for sure if that's the case. Chikrin shots on goal is auto bet. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about that, especially at home, for sure. New Jersey, if they don't have Glass in and they only have Heischer, you got to look at maybe McMichael will pot one. Like the centers, they'll be able to. Like Washington's not that strong up the middle either. They're going to be Meyer. They're going to have Mercer on the top line still with whoever's going to be a center.
maybe I like the over.
You do
7-3 in the last 10. Especially if they're going to. You said it's going to be Lindgren, right? Or
if it's Lindgren,
you don't know.
If it's Lindgren, it's over. Just take the over. Take
6'5", 3'2", 6'5", 5'3", 6'2", 6'3".
That's weird.
4'2", 6'4".
Jersey's not that type of team this year. I think if it's going to be that, I think it'll be all Washington tomorrow. Because if Washington wakes up and wants to win that game tomorrow, they do. That's really it.
Yeah.
So
you're definitely missing a lot of speed.
With those lines being changed like that, I would take Washington first period puck line anyways, because those players haven't played with each other on that line. They should be a little bit confused. At the very least, Washington should come out banging after that Florida loss. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, the more you got to take Washington. But I haven't even looked at the price yet. That's why I like to talk about the game before I look at the price. I'll probably look at the price and I'll like it. It's not bad. It's not bad. I was going to take New Jersey. If Lindgren is in net, though, yeah. Wait for Lindgren to go in net. You get a better price. Take Washington money line anyways and hold your breath. And then take the over. Just take the over 5.5. If Lindgren's going to be in, you got 5.5. It's juiced heavy. It'll be up to a 6. I'd still take it with Lindgren in. I would still take it. Oh yeah, Duhaime has scored the first goal of the game in 3 straight. Forgot about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. That must have been a huge payout. Wild, by the way, Wild 5-0 straight up versus Anaheim last 5. I don't. We were talking about that, Doug. What does it matter when it's why? How does that trend matter? That's the thing. Different Anaheim team. I only look at trends if it's like been basically the same kind of team for the last little while.
Yeah, I don't see very many.
In this case, though,
props I like in that game.
It could make you lean a little bit. Because maybe psychologically, but I just don't think Anaheim's in that psychological place to be concerned with the fact that they haven't won in Minnesota for a while because they're a different team. So,
yeah, I really don't like anything in this game.
In the Washington game?
Yeah. Other than the
I like
over,
the
if it's
draw.
going to be anybody
draw.
but Thompson.
Draw. Yeah.
I do like the draw.
I think Thompson has a bounce back. He had a shitty game against Florida. Yeah. Hold my breath and probably Washington somehow in regulation. I won't put much on it, though, because I don't trust Washington right now. Ovi might score a goal. I'll wait till he heats up if he does before I start taking him for a goal. All right, what's next? That's good for that game, eh?
Yep.
Washington first period puck line. Maybe that's it. Oilers Hurricanes. This is a tough one. I don't trust the Oilers, but they're getting Hyman back. I think they're on.
Are they getting? Yeah, I was gonna say
they're getting Hyman back in this game. Yeah, I think in this spot you can only take Edmonton. Carolina's on a back-to-back. They had to go into overtime to win that game. Their defense without they're not talking about. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, but it is really hurts, and I don't care that they got. Well, I do care, but I mean they got Gosh to spear back, but Chatfield loss is huge. That's a big loss. Although that Joel Nystrom kid has been holding up, he's been playing a while. He's never played in the league before that I know of. This is around the game where it starts to wear on these young guys. He's not that young, but he's only 5'11" and 179. I've liked the way he looks. He looks like he's going to be an NHLer for sure. But I think things could wear on him right around here after 11 games in the NHL. And gosh, just Spear Walker. Chatfield is so underrated, man. Very underrated. Of course, they're already without Slavin. And, Anderson is hurt? God. He didn't make it to the 10-game mark. I said
that's crazy.
If I could bet Anderson to be hurt before he plays 10 games, I would bet the moon on that. I'd bet my mortgage on that. Sure as shit. Here he is. He's hurt. So it's going to be Busey. Wow. Yeah, he's done well, but I think this has got to be the Oilers. If the Oilers drop this, this has got to be the Oilers. Plus 100. I know there's been 3 games in 4 nights with them, and they're flaky and all that. But wait, they got Jarvis in? Jarvis, no way, man. There's no way Jarvis is in tomorrow after that. Maybe it was a scare. I hope it is. That's Puckpedia, though. Puckpedia, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
It says Jarvis is not expected to be out for a long time after exiting Friday's game versus the Canucks.
So maybe it was just a scare, but the guy was kicking his freaking feet on the ice, man. You don't when you see that. I think it was just a scare. Maybe it felt like it went right in his eye or something. Maybe he's all right.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's going to depend on that. If Jarvis is out, I think you got to bet Edmonton anyways. It's too bad.
Matthias Ekholm over 1.5 shots. He's covered 5 in the last 6, and he's covered 4 straight versus Carolina. I normally don't like taking shot props versus Carolina, but that's a pretty good trend. And he's out of those 5 that he's covered in the last 6, 4 of those have been 3 or more shots.
This isn't a Carolina team that's shutting teams down like they used to right now without Slavin and stuff. So I would actually consider Busey over saves. He's actually really good, and Edmonton hasn't looked at this kid before. So he's good, and they don't have a book on him. They'll probably score on him, but it'll probably take a while for them to score on him. It'll be one of the few times I might go over to FanDuel and look at that first period saves for a goaltender. Because I think I think Edmonton will be trying to pound it early there. If they feel like they got legs over Carolina.
FanDuel has shots on goal first period. If you're ever
FanDuel,
looking for that, like,
yeah, I
8 or
know.
10
I
shots on
look at
goal.
that every once in a while. Yeah,
I like
but
sprinkling that one you play every now and
but I'm
then, the
still taking the over here. I
first
don't.
5.
Yeah, first 5. I took Carolina that all the time. This time,
Yeah.
I think I would take Edmonton against Carolina, but
Yeah.
I'm going to go over 1.5 first period and over in this game for sure.
Yeah, I like Ehlers.
I like the
Didn't
over.
really do
Oh
shit.
yeah, I forgot. Except Carolina is an under second period team, but Edmonton second period overs are really good. I don't know about tomorrow with Carolina because they're an under second period too.
I'm gonna run real quick and go grab a refill on my drink. Give me like about 1 minute. I'm gonna just run
Okay.
to my kitchen real quick and do that.
Yeah, so I'll talk to everybody out. Ehlers has recorded 1 point in his last 6 games. Yeah, Ehlers' point prop is always good. Stankoven's playing really well. Edmonton, of course, you got to stick with Roslovic right now, the way he's going. Savoy hasn't looked bad, but he's played a lot on the road here, and I think he's going to wear down. Mike, I don't think he's really ready to be up in the NHL. I know he looks like he's got a lot of skill and he's going to be a good player in this league. And Hyman's coming back, so Savoy goes down on the 4th line. There you go. Yeah, Savoy will be sent down. I can almost guarantee you that Savoy will be sent down. They already sent down Howard. But Hyman props, first game back, shots. I think this is going to be the first time this year that I've been solidly on Edmonton. I think Edmonton. If Edmonton drops this one, yeah. And you got to take the over because Edmonton's not going to go shut down anybody. They're not going to shut down anybody. Like their bottom 6. Matthias Janmark's a 4th liner. Enrique's a 4th liner in the NHL right now. Great career, but he should be on somebody's 4th line. Trent Frederick is a 4th liner. Curtis Lazar is a 4th liner. Noah Philp should be in the AHL, not playing here. Savoy will be on the 4th line, which really makes him no good. But the top 6 now looks all right, except for Vasily Podkolzin shouldn't be in the top 6. So they still are top heavy. Oh, Hopkins is out too. So, yeah, Mangiapane shouldn't be up there, but at least they got Hyman back. That should give them feel goods. The only thing I don't like is 3 games in 4 nights. I'm going to look at this a little more tomorrow because I want to see what Edmonton is on 3 games in 4 nights. But I think it's a tough spot for Carolina, and plus 100, you got to take Edmonton. Oh, Roslovic to score. Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Yeah. Roslovic to score goal, shots over, which they've been giving you minus 1.5 at minus 198, and I bet it. I don't care. He's gone over his shots 10 straight. I started out Roslovic. I started out at a quarter unit, and as it got up to 5, a quarter unit, it was like minus 130, something like that. It kept on going like that because I just liked him in that spot. And then he kept on hitting it, and I went up to a half a unit. And after game 7, I was up to a full unit. And I don't care if it's minus 98. I made 10 units. I made 10 units off that game. Yeah, I bet it. So it wasn't 1 unit. I was betting more than that. 1 point, whatever. I don't care. I pay the juice. When you see a guy going over, who cares? Who cares? Until it gets to like minus 2 something, but then it'll go up to a 2.5. And I don't know. I'll take my bet down, and I'll I'll bet it for a bit and see if he can get over the 2.5. But tomorrow I'd probably ladder it because that's Carolina. That's his old team. So he's going to be shooting.
He'll at least get 3.
Yeah, ladder it if they give it to you. So, McDavid will probably do some shit tomorrow. I think he's the one that's going to carry that team tomorrow.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting his 2.5 shots, but also it worries me with Hyman back in, just thinking he's, hasn't been playing. He's probably going to get the puck fed to him a lot, get some shots, let him feel good and get back into the rhythm of the game. And so, I mean, it might be a dry settle point day, but McDavid point day, but I still kind of like his over 2.5 shots. I know it's minus 130. It's not the greatest price, but he's been shooting lately.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. I still got to make the little lady supper. Over Chicago, Toronto over. I'd probably bet Chicago. This Toronto team is, who knows? I mean, they're probably getting the price. The price you're getting, you couldn't even. Tavares overshots up on the top line. He'll shoot.
No Matthews. Matthews isn't coming back yet, right?
Yeah,
he's still out.
No, yeah. I just take Chicago for that. I'm not going to trust Toronto. Maybe it's time for them to get on the road and they crush in this game. It's possible. I think Chicago is going to regress, but just take the over. Because you can get a 6 right now. Toronto's what 12 overs in a row? They haven't done under yet.
Yeah, and you got it at a flat 6.
The only thing that's bad about taking the over here, and the one thing you are all going to bet for sure, no doubt about it, Spencer Knight over saves. Spencer Knight over saves, depending on what it is, because Toronto's not a high volume. But now that Matthews isn't there, they will be a high volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, and you can also, let me look, but Nick Robertson hasn't hit his over 1.5 in a few. I could definitely see him coming. Oh, yeah. So Nick Robertson hasn't hit his over 1.5 in 3 straight. It's his longest stretch this season with not hitting his over 1.5. Mm-hmm. And he's covered it 3 straight games playing Chicago, and it's 3. He's had 5, 3, and 5.
Well, I think his brother used to play there. That's why it used to be a big thing. Yeah, okay, I guess. But Tavares overshots is what
Tavares for sure.
And Bedard overshots. Bedard overshots. Bedard to score a goal. I heard Nazar was on the ice. I don't know if he's in, but Bertuzzi, the ex-Leaf, and he's hotter than shit. You got to take him for a goal. No doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking over in first period. I'd have to look at first. I think Chicago has been really good on first period money lines too. It might be not a bad look. What does Toronto got after this?
Toronto is playing the Blues.
Okay.
And they get 3 days off, but they're playing them at home. So
this is one on the road and home. They were at home. They're going to Chicago and then going home again. Oh,
wait, hold on. Yep, they're going to Chicago and then they're going back home to the Blues.
Chicago for sure. Those are annoying spots for teams that do have good character. This team doesn't have good character, so.
And you got Chicago. They don't play. I mean, they it's a homestead for them, and they don't play Calgary until the 18th. So they're gonna have 2 days off.
Yeah, Chicago is just going balls out. Like there's no real spots for them or not spots. They're just feeling it right now. Like they have a very high shooting percentage, and I think that defense will wear out over time. But Spencer Knight, man, I'm not going against Spencer Knight right now, are you? Oh, no way.
And you also got, I mean, I know
There's a Hildeby in that too.
Yeah, the only thing that it's got me 1 point on the Toronto side is they're they're in like almost on a must-win spot. They've lost
Yeah.
4 straight.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But the goalie matchup, the team matchup, the lineup matchup, it all points to Chicago for
With
me.
Spencer
And
Knight in there,
injuries.
they could outplay Chicago the whole game and still lose.
Yeah.
That's how good that kid is. He's insane.
You take Chicago, and then when Chicago goes up, 3-1.
But you gave me a very good
4-1.
reason to take Spencer Knight over saves again, because Toronto should be motivated, although they don't have the save prop up yet. But
yeah, he's not confirmed probably yet. He's Toronto's man. Well, I mean, LA suppressed his shots. They only had 15 shots versus LA. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chicago just gives up shots like nobody's business.
Chicago,
37, 46, 33, 45.
Yeah. People talking about, good friends of mine talking about Chicago possibly making the playoffs or whatever. No, man. Look at it. You can't give up shots like that forever. And they're going to regret it.
A few years ago, I used to play a lot of goalie save props a lot. And I vaguely remember them being anywhere between, on any given night, between like 27 and 32 saves were the props. Now you open them up and it's like 21 to 28. Like very rarely do you see a saves prop over 30. I don't know if the teams are just playing better defense or what, but it seems like shots were a lot more consistent 2 or 3 years ago versus now.
You know what else? Who's Toronto's backup now? They might have to play him here. They got, unless they play him against St. Louis.
Let's see.
And then if they do, you may see Soderblom. So you're talking overall day here. Overall day.
Yeah.
Get in on it now.
So Toronto, yeah, you just got Wool and Hildeby.
Wool's back.
Let's see.
Is
yeah, he's
Wool
been
in there?
activated. He was activated today, 9:51.
Okay, so it'll be Wall tomorrow, and he hasn't played in him ever. So good goalie, but he hasn't played in forever. So Chicago team total over Chicago. Soderblom did play well last little bit, but I mean, you're going to trust Soderblom forever. Yeah. So we don't get to spend some night over saves. Just lots of over shit. That's what I would do.
Yeah, you never know. They might change their. Well, like
Toronto might end up actually winning that game with Soderblom and that, because they're, like you said, they got to be wanting to win that game.
So on goalie post, it has Wall is likely, so that means he is starting, because once they move on from probable to likely, their percentage goes up to like 99% that they are going to start. And then on Chicago side, they still have Spencer Knight listed. So
Isaacs is changing his bets because of listening to us tonight. I don't know if that's good or bad. Because he's going to come on tomorrow night. He's going to be pissed at us for changing his mind. You do that.
He's going to go.
Ice knows.
He's going to listen to Ice Guys tomorrow, and then he'll be back on the same side he was on before listening to us.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's look at another game now. I got. How many more do we got here?
We probably at least got another 4, I think.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
let's see. Let's see. We've already done that one, that one, that one.
We're on Rangers in Columbus now.
Yep. Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fuck. We got a lot left here. Let's get going.
Well, we already did Buffalo and Detroit. We already did LA. So there's
we're on Rangers in Columbus. I don't know. The Rangers are favorite. We're kind of going on the road. I just think I like the over here, and that's it. Columbus is coming off big win against Edmonton, and they had that big win against Edmonton, the revenge win, first game back off the road trip. This is usually a letdown spot. I think Quick could be in net here because they have, I don't know, he's going to be here or Detroit.
Yeah. But you also got Columbus coming off of that 5-4 win against Edmonton. I mean, I know Edmonton's not good right now, but just beating Edmonton feels good. Is a feel-good game.
It feels good, but it also feels like you could be in the still like a little too high and then coming down to the Rangers who are on a road trip spree where they're really happy to draw, I guess, again, because no, it's the same division too.
And then you have
going to want to play. I don't think they're going to want to play for a draw here. Blue Jackets want to get points now. The Rangers want to get. This isn't over. This is just over. I don't see anything but an over here. It's got to be an over.
Yeah.
First
so
period
it is.
Over, both teams.
They do have. They do have Quick. They do have Quick lined up as probable, and Merzlikins.
I gotta take the Rangers. Quick has been look at his numbers, man.
And they've been amazing on the road.
Yeah.
They are 8-1-1 on the road.
Yeah.
And it's almost a pick 'em. They're slightly favored, but I'm sure by morning they're going to be.
Rangers and the team total over for the Rangers. Team total over 3 if you can get it. You can get a 6 right now for the over too. It's hanging on.
Yes. Yeah, -120.
Yeah, let's see that.
Yeah, for me it's Rangers and over. Well, so the Rangers team total is probably going to be 3.5. I like that better than I do like the over because with Quick in net, I mean Columbus will probably net 2.
Maybe Quick's
maybe
good right
now. That's what I'm saying. Like at best, I see him scoring 2.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can see Rangers scoring more than 4, and I could see like a 4-1, or if you get a 4-2, you'll get a push. You know, it's going to rely on Quick because I know the Rangers' offense has been banging the last couple games, and they're on the road where they've been scoring. They can't score at fucking home, so.
I've been really doing this a lot. I've been hitting them really well. Quick over saves. I don't think the Rangers are going to shut down. They don't have a defense to shut down that Columbus team.
No, I mean they gave up 30 shots to Nashville. They gave up 36 to Tampa Bay. I mean, I understand Tampa Bay,
this is pure. They're playing pure offense right now. And that's not what Sullivan wants, but I think he says what's working. We better get some, and we'll talk defense later.
Yeah. Maybe what you do is you take Quick under 2.5 goals allowed. I like that.
Then you might as well take Columbus team total under 2.5. You're going to get What's the number for under 2.5 goals allowed? I don't think we have anything on that.
I was going to say we probably don't. Yeah, you're right. Let's see what the Columbus under 2.5 is.
And I would take. You know what? We're not going to go into props too much because we got to get on the other games, but because I get one here, so you can catch all our props on our Twitters there. There's a lot of good props in that game. That'll be a heavy prop game for me, especially. You're taking CBJ. No bets confirmed yet.
Wow, Rangers over 3.5 is +130. On some books, over 3 is -120. I like the over 3.
Yeah.
And then you got.
The Rangers have Detroit coming up after this. Detroit's a division. No,
Oh, and
this
that's a
is the division rival. So.
ooh, and the Detroit game is a back-to-back. It's immediately next
Oh, they're
day.
playing Detroit right after this?
Yes. They're playing Detroit on Sunday.
And they're going and that's on the road or home?
That is at home. So they're not going nowhere. They're staying at home. Oh, no, they're on the road at Columbus. So they go back home to play Detroit
For
tomorrow.
one, and then Vegas, and then they head out to a Western road trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that Western road trip is Vegas. Well, it's Detroit, Vegas, and Colorado. I think even though it's a look ahead spot to Detroit because they're playing back to back, it's more so we need to win this game because we got 3 tough games coming up.
Yeah.
And we don't know when we're gonna win next.
I don't think they're looking ahead right now. I think they're just
Yeah.
going to ride this wave. Columbus is a good team. It's a good offensive team. Just the over. Talking too much. Just bet a lot on the over, and then you can worry about the side later. Draw, of course. Seriously, just bet all your money on the over. And then you want to play around with the sides, go right ahead. That's fine. I will. You know me, I will. High volume Pearlo. Next game. Dallas kills tomorrow. Absolutely slaughters tomorrow. I don't do puck lines too much, but I would do it tomorrow.
Yeah, you got Philly on a back-to-back. They won in OT today, or in a shootout, right? It was a shootout.
Yeah.
Dallas owns Philly, 9-1 in the last 10. 4-6 to the under.
Bottom on a lot of spots like this.
Yeah, you got Vladar and DeSmith.
Oh, they're going to put DeSmith in this? So take the over.
Yeah, he's probable. Yeah, and you got Vladar is likely, so he's second half of a back-to-back. Yeah, I mean minus 220. Maybe you take Dallas in the first period.
Yeah,
Philly coming off of a
period.
Yeah. Dallas to score in the first period.
Oh shit! Have they ever owned them? Eh? Wow.
Yeah, 9-1, and every single game. Oh, that's that. There's been 2 games that have went to overtime. Every other game has been by the puck line. They
got their win versus St. Louis. Wait a second. And now they're going back home to play St. Louis after this. So they went. All this is a little trip to St. Louis and then to Dallas and then home. Yeah, this
back home to St. Louis.
This is such a Dallas spot. Just freaking crush it.
Just take the Dallas puck line.
Team total over 4, something like that. Philly, this is a terrible spot for Philly. Horrible.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd say puck line, but then you got DeSmith, but you also got Vladar. So, yeah, the over 5.5.
Or Philly team total under, except you got DeSmith, like you said.
Yeah.
Just take Dallas team total over is probably what I'll do. When they win, they usually score 4 or 5.
Yeah. Maybe Dallas minus 1. Dallas minus 1.
Yeah, but you're not going to minus 220. That's still going to be pretty juicy, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be better than reg.
Minus 1.5. I'll take the puck line. I don't do it too often, but my biggest bet's going to be the team total over first period puck line. Team total over for sure. Philadelphia is not going to be able to do anything. What does Dallas have after this?
Pub Buddy says Dallas has scored at least 1 power play goal in the 11 of the last 12 games. Heiskanen power play point. Yeah, he's been.
Yeah, he's skinning maybe for the Norris this year. This might be the year. He's putting up points this year. He deserves one before his career's over. But
he's been definitely active in shots too.
Yeah, it's so hard to take because Gullickson's probably told him, like, you got offense, let's use it. Because Our defense will come and help you. Our forwards will come and help you now, which they are. Well, except for Rantanen, he won't do it no matter what you try. But the rest of the forwards are. And
That's what Rantanen shots. Rantanen shots, he's covered 5 of the last 6 versus Philly.
The only problem with Rantanen shots is if they're up 3-0 after the first, and then shooting. But they got one more game against the Islanders. Like Dallas is, this isn't really and they just came off a road trip though. That was the only thing about this. That was a short road trip. It was just Ottawa, Montreal, and back.
One thing I've noticed this season and like previous seasons, it was more like dominant, but it almost seems like nowadays, like for instance, today, the Islanders, you usually see a lot of regression on back-to-backs, and teams this year, for some reason, on back-to-backs, they've kept it really close. Like they may still end up losing.
Teams. The teams that are trying to prove everybody wrong, like the Islanders.
Yeah.
And Patrick Waugh teams play with a lot of heart. He's a great coach.
Yeah.
It was I didn't like people shitting on him as much as he was. You know why? Because he's a different personality. He's a very eccentric person, and people don't like that. But I think he's an excellent coach.
Yeah.
So for his sake, I hope the Islanders make the playoffs and he gets the Adams. That'd be freaking awesome. Okay, let's go to the next game. Try to finish this by 1:30. Try.
8 minutes.
Vegas.
Yeah. Why is it
148? St. Louis is on a bit of a run. Vegas hasn't been looking that great.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm like. And they're on the road.
Maybe we can take St. Louis here. But guess what? It's a back-to-back for the Blues, right?
And I'm not betting against Vegas.
Hofer in that. Vegas team total over. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Vegas is.
Yeah, Doug says there's a. Yeah, over 6 is even money. So you, like Doug said, you should be able to find a 5.5 out there somewhere.
5.5. Over 5.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't really like that with St. Louis. They just had one over, but is Vegas gonna play like that here? I don't mind it. I don't love it.
It's Hofer and Lindbaum.
Oh, Hofer and Lindbaum.
That's definitely an over. Lindbaum's 0-3-1 with a 3.25 goals against and a .869 save percentage.
Vegas just had a really shitty home stretch too, right?
They haven't been playing defense for shit.
Yeah, they're gonna slam St. Louis here.
That's an over. That's an over spot. Hofer and Lynn. Hofer's 2-3-1 with a 4.05 goals against and a .865
his last game was
save
good
percentage.
I think who was he playing? Calgary. Can't remember, but his last game was good, but before that it was terrible.
Yeah. I feel like Vegas should Vegas and Reg
dogs here, but
Vegas and Reg. I mean, if it's a minus 150 spot, Reg's gonna be minus 110, 115.
Yeah, plus 110 for Reg.
Yeah,
it's worth a shot.
I just don't. It's 7.
Look how much St. Louis struggled with Philadelphia in a bad spot today.
Yeah. I mean, I know Vegas has not been playing great, but I think this is a game where they could play well and kind of get back in a groove and start get off the schneid and start feeling good about their game again and go on a run. They're
first game on a road trip. You gotta you just had a shitty homestand. I think they come correct here.
They're in a very bad spot. They're 3-4-3, so 4 straight losses, 5 of the last 4 losses. Like they're looking for a good game to get their game, and I think this is like a
should be
reg game.
Spot. If it isn't, I'll tell you really got to have your questions about Vegas. If they don't do it here, you really got to have your questions about Vegas.
They got to come in with a mindset of just like we are coming in here to win, dominate, keep the puck in the offensive zone, and just put pressure on them for the whole 60, you know?
Yeah, it's got to be a full court press here. Just giving her. They got a way faster team than St. Louis. If they're playing that way, if they're playing the way they're supposed to. What do they got?
Yeah, I agree. Pull body. They should cure them. It'll be Lindbaum's first win. He's 0-3-1.
The only bad thing is they got Minnesota right after again too, though. But I still say they don't care about that right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's hard to focus on the next game when you're just trying to win one. You know?
Yeah. And who St. Louis has next doesn't really matter, but it could make it. Oh, St. Louis has got Toronto next, so it's a look ahead spot. Fucking bam. Vegas
and St. Louis is on the back to back. Take Vegas and reg.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty short price when you consider how bad St. Louis has been. I think we're getting at a good. I think this is a good spot. Yeah. I like that. Vegas reg.
This is like one of those games where I wouldn't mind. Like I typically never lay more than -150. Like -145 is usually my cutoff spot. But I could see laying -150 here. I think it's a Vegas spot for them to, even with Limbaugh.
What I like to do if I'm really confident in a pick, I'll take the -148 money line and in regulation. I'll just split them. And maybe a -1 or something like that. I'll just put a little bit on all of them to cover my bets. Hockey is best that's why I'm a high volume guy. If you cover your bets, you take less losses. And if you're really good at it, you'll take big wins and less losses. That's the whole reason why I'm a high volume guy. We won't get into props because I got to move on to the next one, but I'm sure there's Barbashev would be a good. He's next St. Louis Blue, and he's
and maybe even Eichel 2 points.
Yeah, Eichel
I could see that.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of props in that game for sure.
His over 3.5 shots, he's covered in 6 of the last 8. And I think he's finally graduated because his line's been at 2.5 for a while, but now it's at the over 3.5.
Because the line's on that because they figure this is a spank spot for Vegas. The only reason why we wouldn't get that, I think, is if St. Louis doesn't keep it close, because they're going to start playing defensive. And they do have Minnesota the next game, so if they get up and they feel they can shut them down, you're not getting a shot. So I don't know if that's a very good shot prop game.
And Eccles had over 1.5 points in 3 of the last 5 games versus the Blues.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Winnipeg Jets, Calgary Flames. I mean, the Winnipeg Jets got to be a get right spot here. I know that Calgary's going to play them tough and all that shit, but I mean, I don't know. They're not very good right now. -135. I can't take Calgary though. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the buy low spot, right? For Winnipeg.
Yeah, they just got guys back in the lineup. Sandberg, I think, is back, and they're going to be getting used to each other now and stuff like that. Hellebuck has been shit on the road, though. Holy fuck, he's been bad. But I just can't take the Flames.
Yeah, especially against Winnipeg. Like, I know Winnipeg hasn't been great, and Calgary has been shit. Okay. Calgary won the last game, right? Or did?
But if a team is coming in and they're not looking down at Calgary, if they're looking like I don't think Calgary's going to win too many games where a team comes in and says we need to beat this team. So I think you have to take the Jets here. You just have to take the Jets.
Yeah, maybe you just take a line stack of points with Scheifele and Connor, Morrissey, something like that.
Morrissey for assist. He's had like
Velarde.
10. Velarde.
Yeah. Anybody on that top power play.
Yeah. All right. That was pretty easy. maybe team total over for Winnipeg if you can get it at a decent price.
Yeah. Gonna take anybody for well, I wouldn't take anybody for shots in Calgary because Winnipeg hasn't really been. They've still been
they
rushing a
shoot
little
a
bit of
lot.
shots.
Calgary shoots a lot.
Yeah,
Calgary
like Kadri is usually pretty good for his line. I don't think he
didn't
covered
get
last
over
game, but
he didn't get over against fucking San Jose, the bastard.
I know I had him for 4 in that damn game.
Frost is good for 2 usually.
Backlund has been shooting a lot.
Malcolm's been good too, yeah. Okay, Seattle, San Jose, Seattle revenge spot from San Jose. Seattle's going to win this game. I can't find a dog in this whole thing except for Chicago, right? That's it.
Yeah.
I don't like the price, but I think San Jose is getting exposed now. If you got a book on San Jose, you're going to beat them. They have no depth. The only just forget about it. I mean, there's probably going to be Nedeljkovic here, though. If it's Askarov, just take Askarov over shots. That's it. That guy is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are going to take San Jose because of the price, but I think Seattle wins it.
Everly shots.
Everly shots.
You were on that. You were on that last game.
Actually, yeah, just play Everly shots and forget about the rest of the game. I won't. I'm going to take Everly shots
money.
For 3 units, and then I'm going to fuck around with this game with something and do some shit. Over 5.5.
Yeah.
It's a -1. It's a 6 now, though, right? But you can get it.
Yeah, I got 6. You can probably catch a
Seattle,
5 somewhere because it
depends on
it's even money.
If it's Nedeljkovic, then okay. It's probably going to be
on here.
But
yeah,
it's a revenge spot for Seattle. So
I have probable on goalie post. It's Nedeljkovic and Murray.
Murray? Well, Murray had a good game last game.
He's 0-2 with a 2.13 goals against.
Yeah, they'll win one for Murray here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Seattle wins this game. San Jose was going to get exposed eventually, just like Chicago will too, once people start paying attention to the fact that they're good. And that is it. We got them all.
Yep.
And that's it. Thanks for hanging out for what, 3 hours? Was it 3 hours? 2 hours, but we already had a show before
15 minute, 15
everybody's
minutes.
watching, and I got to delete after this. Zegers is elite. I don't know. I like him, man. I'll tell you. People that were wondering about Rick Tocchet, I never understood. Rick Tocchet is a damn good coach. Damn good coach. He really
he's definitely been quarterbacking good.
How many times has Rick Tocchet got the best out of guys that nobody thought they were going to get anymore? Rick Tocchet comes in, and all of a sudden they play like a bat out of hell. Miller, guys like that. Except for Pedersen, there's nothing you could do about that. Two whiny bitches going at each other. I would have slapped both of them. Jesus Christ. I would have, man. I would have took them both, and I just would have freaking they would have been on IR for a couple days.
Yeah, I don't see very many dogs tomorrow. Like you said, Chicago. I'm still kind of leaning Boston over Montreal, but I don't know. We'll see if I get there. Rangers. Like the Rangers.
I guess I was a dog. I don't love the Rangers though. I don't know. I got something with this Columbus team. They don't give up. I haven't seen one game where Columbus was like didn't show up that night. They're showing up every single game. So the Rangers better be showing up. I could see Columbus winning that game.
I think the only reason why I'm on, or at least more leaning the Rangers, is you got Quick and Neck, and they're on the road.
Edmonton, that's a dog. Edmonton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Edmonton. If Lindgren's in, we're on the dog with New Jersey, right?
Yeah, I like Vegas and Reg.
Yeah, not a dog, but in regulation.
Yeah.
And That's
Couple
Anaheim's the
overs.
dog. I'm still kind of squirreling around that Anaheim pick. I
Yeah.
might do one.
And you
Saturday
said you
night.
like Florida, right? You don't like Tampa
No,
Bay?
no, I do like Tampa Bay. Remember, you changed my
Okay.
mind. So
Yeah.
Tampa's a dog. So there we go. We got some dogs here. What am I talking about? We got lots of dogs. Okay, my friends. That is going to be it. Thanks for coming in. Whole Body's Nerfic, Avi, everybody else. Who am I missing? I'm missing Icex. Can't miss Icex. Dougie, thanks for coming in. Everybody out there, that's our full 42. I'm going to Pearl dance you out. And Dre doesn't do that sort of shit. So.
I just do this.
Yeah.
I may hop on my live stream maybe sometime. I'm gonna be home all day tomorrow, so I'll message you in case if I do. If you want to hop
Yeah,
on,
message me.
since
Maybe
it
I'll
won't be
go on.
evening.
Why not?
I haven't been on my YouTube in a while, so I gotta
Right.
get it back in the game. I wanted to give a few weeks to like get some data in and stuff before I started hopping on live, but I've just gotten really busy and now I just gotta bite the bullet.
They can get that link over at your Twitter, right?
Yeah. So I mean, if you just follow me on X, when I go live on Ecamm, it goes live to Instagram, X, and then YouTube. So if you're following me any one of those and you got the notifications on, you usually get alerted when I go live. So and I'm Exotic Wagers on all my social media, Instagram, Facebook,
So yeah, just look up at
TikTok.
Exotic Wagers, and of course me,
Yeah.
Pearlo Wisdom, Pearlo's NHL POW. Head over there. There's a little PayPal thing where you can buy me a coffee. Used to be a beer, but now it's a coffee. Doing this, what I'm doing right now, I'll tell you, there's a substantial amount of caffeine being thrown down the system every day. So,
Oh yeah.
another coffee is always good. And what else I got? Oh, Puck in Deep. We just did a good. There's only 37 views on that Puck in Deep. I'll tell you, that is good programming there, my friends. Go check that out.
I watched it. It was
Make
cool.
sure you check out our shorts that we're doing because we got, you want to re-see it again, right? You want to tell all your friends. So go retweet the Twitter stuff and all that kind of stuff. Hit that like button like they always tell you to do. And I'll talk to you tomorrow in Pearlo land here on whatever we call this show. What do we call this show? Rico and Pearlo's House of All-Star Picks, Frolic. Okay. Bye.
We'll see you.